So moved by Vice Chairman. Could I get a second?
Second.
We got a motion to come out of executive session for our Vice Chairman. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by our Secretary Treasurer. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, we are now at executive session. Is there any other further business?
We have resolution number 26-2023.
Okay, please read it.
Okay, starting at the fourth whereas, the Comanche Nation Transit Department is prepared to move forward with the low no emissions grant under the Federal Transit Administration, requesting approval to move forward with the submission of the grant process. The Comanche Nation Transit recognizes this as a competitive grant that is aimed at reducing environmental impact and helping disadvantaged communities to overcome transportation barriers. Whereas the Comanche Nation Transit Program agrees to follow all guidelines required by this grant and support the needs to move forward with no-emission vehicles. The department will begin a monitoring process to ensure project is successful and will continue to move forward to meet the requirements of the future of the transit industry. Local match will be supported by Comanche Nation gaming monies to adhere to the application process.
Thank you. I need a motion to approve Resolution 26-2023.
I make that motion.
Motion made by CBC member number 2. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by CBC member number 1. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution passes. Our next resolution, Resolution 26-2023. Mr. Carrara, will you please read that resolution?
26 or 27?
27, thank you.
27, okay. Yeah, 27, child care licensing. Whereas the Comanche Nation is the owner of 3 early childhood development centers, Nama, Toretto, ECDC, 206 Southwest 8th Street, Lawton, Oklahoma, and Comanche Nation Child Care Center, 405, is that East Evans, Apache, Oklahoma, and Onakani, 584 Northwest Bingo Road, Lawton, Oklahoma. And whereas the Comanche Nation Business Committee has the authority to designate an individual to have authority to obligate business on the child care center's behalf, and now therefore be it resolved that the Comanche Nation Business Committee authorizes the current tribal administrator and or the current child care program director to have the authority to obligate the present child care centers and any future centers that the Comanche Nation owns or will own. Be it further resolved that this designated authority given the current tribal administrator and or the current child care program director will be for the sole purposes of obtaining a child care license and obtaining a contract to service DHS families with Oklahoma Department of Human Services Child Care Licensing Division.
Thank you. I need a motion to pass the resolution.
I make the motion.
Motion made by CBC member number 3. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by our Secretary Treasurer. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution passes.
I got a motion.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to rescind the letter issued to Tanisha Burgess on February 17th in reference to the interim election board member removal. The letter removal was signed by 4 CBC, Mark Wilmavoya, John David Wani, Alex Castlewood, Robert Comanche Jr. My motion follows up on a memo that I sent to Forrest Tenenapper on February 21st, that their action had no authority to take under the powers enumerated to them in their respective elected capacities by the Comanche Nation Constitution. They violated Article 6, Section 3 and 4 that strictly prohibits conducting special meetings of the Business Committee without all members of the CBC having at least 10 days notice and taking action without a legal quorum of 5 Business Committee members. My memo was confirmed by Ben Kappelman of the Dorsey Whitney Law Firm on February 23rd during the February All Entities meeting. That's my motion.
Got a motion on the floor. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by CBC member number 1. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
I'm opposed.
Do we have 3-3? Okay, I'll break the vote. Motion does not pass. Is there any other motion?
I make a motion to make Fred Cottonaw the Director of Sales at the Comanche Nation Gift Shop.
Okay, we got a motion on the floor. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Secretary Treasurer. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
And I have one last motion to remove Tanisha Cable Burgess from the interim election board.
Okay, we got a motion to remove Tanisha from the election board. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by our Secretary Treasurer. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed?
Aye.
Opposed.
Opposed?
We got 3 opposed. Robert?
Yes.
Yes. And we got 3 yeses. So my vote is to remove, so that motion is approved. John David, you have one more motion?
Yes, Chairman, at this time, resolution implementing the vaccine mandate and repealing our state of emergency and mask mandate. The President of the United States has withdrawn the emergency situation. We're having difficulty in filling all of our jobs at the nation, so therefore, I'm going to make a motion that we rescind Resolution 1502021.
Second?
We got a first, we got a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion passes. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion.
Motion made to adjourn by CBC 3. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Secretary Treasurer. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay,